to the match. It is going to be a best of 3 in the lower bracket. In the top right-hand side of the map, it's going to be SpeCial.
And in the bottom left, it is SortOf. He is the Swedish Zerg player wearing red today from Cascade Gaming. Or Cascade Esports, I suppose is the technical name there.
Yeah, Cascade. Shout out to them. They're kind of like a quiet team in Starcraft 2, I guess, to an extent. Like, you don't hear a ton about them, but every single event that we do, sort of like his team's tweeting it out.
Yeah.
That has sort of, which is really cool.
Really active on the social media, which is super great for everybody in StarCraft. And esports in general, for sure.
SpeCial is doing Reaper shenanigans.
That, in fact, is a second barracks.
I've seen him do this once or twice on stream.
Is this a map-dependent thing, or...?
This is a different map than what I saw him do it on, so I guess it's just a thing he does sometimes.
Yeah, just opens up 2 racks, doesn't go for the expand, 1 gas.
Yeah.
Overlord doesn't really get here in time to see it, necessarily.
Let me tell you, Zergs are not expecting this. Like, when's the last time you got 2 racks Reaper?
In 1v1, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Team games, sometimes.
Well, that's team games. That's it.
Team games are shenanigans personified.
Other beast, yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of team games, I think we're like gauging interest to see if maybe we'll do an Afreeca World 2v2 Cup for one of the upcoming ones.
Yeah, that'd be so awesome.
Yeah, so I thought we'll see if maybe we can get like a couple of teams going for that and see if that'll happen. No promises or anything, but it would be fun. It's fun to change things up from tournament formats like we're doing today.
Dude, people love team games. That's a great idea.
Oh, yeah. And there's not too much 2v2 going on lately. Like, there's a lot of other StarCraft 1v1 cups going on, but it's like, you know what? Maybe we're going to bring some 2v2 to Afreeca.
Yep. So SortOf sees this.
Mm-hmm.
And the response is additional links beyond these first 4. Makes a ton of sense.
Like, there's a reason we don't see 2 racks Reaper that much.
The answer is it's not very good. So, 2 Reapers here. Queen can hold them off indefinitely, though. It takes a while to kill her.
Yeah, and they have to pull back. Get bruised up a little bit, though.
She does. And speed's a long way off here, too.
Still, the amount of damage that you have to get done as SpeCial to justify this, it's quite a curious thing, and it's going to have to be a fair bit of damage. There's no doubt about that. Oh, Queen does go down. Nice micro there from SpeCial.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah, so far that's all he's got, though. Literally just the 1 Queen. Not even a Ling yet.
Right, and speed's just about done here, which is a problem. When speed is done, if you don't have a lot of Reapers, it's hard to deal with. SpeCial knows that. He knew speed was almost done. He's backing out.
Yeah, he's got to go all the way home.
He's expanding. He's got a starport almost done, which is perfect.
I mean, SortOf is on 2 bases. He's just thrown up his 3rd now.
Yeah.
The worker count's pretty close. So, like, economically, SpeCial's not actually in that bad of a spot or anything.
No, I'd say SpeCial's pretty much okay.
And then he's going into a BC rush. That was my next question. Is that the natural follow-up to something like 2 racks Reaper into BCs?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Different eras of StarCraft 2 colliding right here.
The Overlord, great scout. My goodness. He didn't see the fusion core, but...
SpeCial's faking the cloak, though.
It's true.
Now Hellions are joining up with this, so the Reapers suddenly have legs again to move out on the map. This is actually such a cool build.
This is pretty fancy. I'm looking for additional Queen production, and I'm not seeing it, and that worries me for SortOf here. I mean, he's got 5, which is good, if that's all it is the BC, but there's going to be Reaper support, there's going to be Hellion support here. I guess he's making another Queen. So just constant Queen production is how you help deal with this stuff if you're Zerg.
Yeah, this game is going to get explosive, though. Like, Hellions and Reapers will be pressing into SortOf. As you said, SortOf doesn't have a ton of Queens or anything really to respond to this. He's got a Roach Warren about to finish up. but this is still going to be a pain for him to deal with. Special moves on in, picks off a drone, forces transfuses out on the queens. Going to be looking to get that one. Not able to focus it down just yet. Then all of a sudden, though, there's going to be a BC teleporting to SortOf's base.
That's a mess. That's where things get dirty. And a Nidus on the way.
Queen goes down. Special poking and prodding. There we go. He killed a queen, so he's confident. He's just going to teleport his BC right on in here. One BC taking on 4 queens. They're pretty darn good. However, another queen on the high ground is going to be able to help out and also use a transfuse. So not able to win that fight, I don't believe. Hellions and Reapers are going to engage the Lings as well. Still getting repelled, though. And that Nidus network is done. And there's the worm. SCV is being pulled towards this Nidus. It might finish up, though. It's going to be close. It's going to be real close, and all it takes is one queen to pop out to transfuse. It doesn't, though. Nailbiter there as another Nidus gets called in. However, Special's very much aware at this point.
Hellions may be the worst unit in the game at killing buildings, but Marines are better.
Is the queen's popping out this time? Yes, they are. Transfuse getting dumped into this Nidus. It's gonna stay alive.
There's not enough, I don't think, here. New battlecruiser shows up, and that's gonna be the end of it. The queens are down, the roaches are down.
Yeah,
maybe a couple SCVs will die, but
though.
Shut down. Yeah, a couple SCVs down. Grand scheme, I think we're okay. Another Nidus inside the main base of Special, rolling in there too. He's forced to use tactical jump to get into the main to save his base. Another Nidus coming into the natural base at the same time. We are just Nidus abusing here hard.
It is whack-a-mole time for Special as he's trying to shut these down. However, he's not going to be able to stop this other Nidus popping on up, so suddenly the SCVs pulled into this fight are going to have themselves a bad time. No other Nidus going up to the main base, however, this has definitely messed with Special's macro. Behind this, SortOf has a Spire on the way, so he's going to be able to actually counter the BCs soon enough. Another Nidus going up in the main base. Queens have dodged. One of the queens dodged that Yamato Ken. And here we go, once more. Whack-a-mole continues.
Let the whack-a-mole continue.
There's another one, says SortOf,
goodness.
as he throws up another Nidus, and Special is just playing an endless game of BC Whack-a-Mole. Special gets fed up and teleports one of his battle cruisers across the map. However, 8 Corruptors are on the way, and there's all these queens, and 8 Corruptors are about to be out. These BCs are committed on this side of the map.
They can't run from Corruptors either.
And meanwhile, the roaches are just really unopposed at this natural here.
A couple tanks show up.
Still, this
tanks should be able to handle this.
This is not good for Special. He's down to 35 workers.
I'm more worried about his BCs dying than what's going on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
It's 50, like, I mean, army supply, yeah, it's not that great for Special, but it does have mules. BC's on the way. I'm surprised these BCs are alive. Where are my Corruptors at? Here they are.
Yeah. This is a 4-base Zerg, though, so SortOf can pump out tons and tons of Corruptors, a lot faster than Special can pump out BCs. And once that's the case, the Zerg can pretty much just A-move in with the Corruptors, and yeah, he'll take losses, but Corruptors will win out versus BCs, head-to-head.
Yeah, I mean, Yamato's done, so there's a certain level of just removing Corruptors from the playing field here, but depending on how much Queen support there is, how many Corruptors there are, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, if there's actually an engagement, it's going to be rough. Special loses one of the BCs, and all of a sudden that's it. Yeah, GG.
Yeah, he saw the number of Corruptors and said, no thanks, let's move into game 2.
Yep, and we do move into game 2.
We do move into game 2. Yeah, that was fun.
Okay.
Man, really fun games here today. Battle Cruisers already from our first CVT of the day. Into Corruptors, into tons of Nidus play from both players. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't for the Zerg. This is good. Some really good stuff. Check out that Matcherino link at the top there. AW50, your Matcherino code to throw free pennies at these
Free,
players.
and it's not just like 1 or 2 pennies. It's
No,
multiples of pennies
it is. It
in
is
the
way
50-cent
beyond.
increments.
Uh-huh. So check that out. Again, just link up top. You can log in with your Twitter or your Facebook or your... There's a million different things you can log in with. Should be pretty easy.
Okay, let's get everyone on into the lobby, and we will load on into the next game soon.
Doing the lobby bug, I think. Yep.
Fun times.
You're about.
Alright, you know what? While Falcon is indeed having a relog, I will throw to the good old Matcherinos.
Yeah.
So, here we are. We are on the Matcherino page for the event, Afreeca World number 50. As linked above, it is here at this URL, Matcherino, some string of numbers. There will be a link, so you don't need to worry about typing it in. And to basically support the event easily, for free, adding to the prize pool, there is a plethora of options. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to sign in here. There is, as Falcon said before, a ton of options. You can pick whatever one you like. There's infinity accounts, basically. So you can log in, and then once you're logged in, you can press that contribute button. And what we want to do is we want to type in the coupon code AW50 for Afreeca World 50, and it'll allow you the option to add 50 cents to the prize pool completely for free. And then on top of that, there's also plenty of other rewards that you can do. You can add 20 cents here, 20 cents there to the prize pool, literally just for clicking links pretty much, or liking things on Twitter and whatnot. And yeah, it's just absolutely amazing. A way to support the events.
So amazing. So good. So it's doing the thing again.
The lobby bug. Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe let's try one more time and you try to invite me. That
Yes,
worked.
otherwise I can relog myself.
Right. There's things we can do here.
There are options.
All right, I'm in. Toss me an invite.
You have been hereby invited to the lobby. Please
And that works.
RSVP.
Go figure. All right.
All right, so we're gonna load on into the game now, and we're gonna see who's gonna advance. Really, this is our first elimination match, and potentially it's gonna be SpeCial on the line. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Thing of doom there. As captures the display for a second. Anyway, here we are in the bottom right-hand side of the map. It is SpeCial.
And in the top left, hailing from Sweden, he's red, and he is SortOf.
He's, yeah, sort of a very good Zerg. He's one of the guys. He's gonna have a good result one of these days, and then I'll be saying, "Ha! I told you so. They said I was crazy."
That's the nuts thing is, when I first started casting back in 2015, I just kind of lumped SortOf and the Laser and SpeCial into this just group of European Zergs, right?
Uh-huh.
And they were all pretty much the same, fairly interchangeable, slightly different play styles, and then SpeCial just went supernova.
He did.
And SortOf is kind of just still the same guy. Like, he's good, just not elite,
Yeah.
you know?
It's kind of funny.
Amazing.
From sort of games yesterday, he kind of like took the SpeCial to the next level to like a bad degree with his turtling. That's how he ended up in the lower bracket. Like, he played versus Estrella, and he's like, you know what? 4 bases, spine crawlers, turtling up, but it's like infestors aren't good anymore. And he never really reached that good stage of turtle.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Mm-hmm.
It's tricky to find that balance.
So SpeCial really likes his battle cruisers as well. He's gone BCs every single game we've seen of him this cup.
Wow. I know he likes Banshees more than your average Terran too, but...
And apparently Reapers as well.
But no shenanigans in this game. We're looking at really standard 1-rack expand, 16, 18, 17 from the Zerg on the other side.
Reaper crosses the map for SpeCial. Says, hey there, SortOf. As I'm pretty sure the two of them are sitting next to each other. Third base. On the way for SortOf. Factory on the way for SpeCial. We'll see if he throws up that starport, which he definitely will. And then the question is it going to be a BC, a Banshee? Who knows?
I root for BC.
Personally, I do too.
Yes.
Because it justifies me never doing anything but BCs either. A Viking on the way for SpeCial, in order to shut down those pesky Overlord scouts that invade your privacy.
Privacy in Starcraft.
SortOf says no privacy, as he gets the Big Brother upgrade, and gets Overlord speed. Will allow him to see all.
All the things.
The all-seeing eye. Overlord's running on in. He says, I'm doing it, I'm doing it, I'm doing it. And he doesn't do it. No
Viking was just icing on the cake there. Super dead.
Yep. Another Overlord that is, though.
Let's go.
He goes in and says, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it.
And Marines are not in position, and there's not a Viking here either. So, hooray!
I think he's going to do it.
Secondary scout gets on in. Can't stop all of us, say the Overlords.
Overlords with speed are hard to stop.
Yeah.
It's just they blot out the sun.
These Marines are like, wait, what? How'd this dude get in here?
And SortOf sees the third CC. And
the double
most
engineering bay.
He sees no battle cruiser. He's like, what? No BC? Is that legal?
Who am I playing against today?
Oh, Overlord. He will die with glory. He got the scout off.
The double NG bay is a perfect scout that your opponent is going bio. So, Baneling Nest just about done. Starting +1 here on Carapace, which is really nice against Marines when they come to try to kill you.
Yeah, SortOf should start his Baneling speed ASAP as soon as that Bane Nest is done too.
He does not have the gas for it, so
he does not, because he makes a couple of roaches, interestingly enough. Making a fair few roaches, I guess just going to use them as his main muscle to defend, as he throws up his fourth base as well, but I wholeheartedly think he should get up that Bane speed ASAP, because a lot of the time a Terran will move in and the Zerg is not going to have enough really to shut down all these skim Marines and their high DPS.
He's threatening the fourth base pretty effectively here. That's a cancel for sure.
Yeah, the Queen has really just run up into the faces of these Marines too. That does not work out. I'm not sure what they were thinking.
Ow. Okay. This attack is doing way more than it should, just because SortOf isn't consolidating his army. Okay, there we go.
No, he's not. The fourth base will be saved this time around, it would seem. But still, Good attack from SpeCial, knocked the queen count down a lot. Well, he's securing his own third base. He's got his 1-1 on the way.
Yeah, super cost-efficient attack there, too. It's 1,400 lost for Solar and only 400 resources lost for SpeCial. So far, so good. Drop it inside the main base with these Hellions.
These are Hellions.
Block!
Evil block. So far, so good. Not so much the second time around. Lings will get in, and these Hellions are boosted up. Dying, though.
That's 9 drones down in the first 7 minutes, which is definitely not game-ending, but it hurts a bit. Hurts a bit. All right, so SpeCial third base is up and running. It's at 64 workers. Zerg player's fourth is just about to finish here, too. Looking at a Roach Ravager Baneling style. Baneling speed is almost done.
All things considered, not terrible for SortOf, but once again, he's going to lose these queens as SpeCial just moves on up. Ravagers going to be able to toss down Corrosive Vials, try and hit whatever they can.
Ooh, got a hit on...
Hang, but
the Baneling's target fired.
There's not that much for the Zerg right now.
Boy, Roach Ravager just not great against Marines, it turns out.
No, Roach Ravager, like, I'm okay with, like, a few roaches, but SortOf is really relying on these. Now, Lings are going to trickle on in, but a trickle of Lings may as well be no Lings because they're just getting cut on up. The Marines stem forward. The fourth base is under fire. Is SortOf just going to die to this push?
I mean, maybe not right now, but losing these drones and losing the patch is back from.
This is not good. Basically, game-ending damage getting done by SpeCial here.
Yeah, 3 base to 3 base is bad. Army supply 66 to 48. These Marines are tiny, tiny gods.
Tiny gods.
11 kills, 12 kills, 13 kills. I mean, yes, okay.
GG. That is gonna be that.
All right. So SpeCial just kind of goes fairly standard stuff there. Sort of goes for a Roach Ravager response to it, which I don't agree with at all. And GG there. Those Marines just refused to die. Just dodged some Corrosive Vials, stem forward. Got Medivacs healing you. Nothing really there to kill the Medivacs because the Queens died so early. Lose your fourth 2 times and just GG out. So we're moving into a best of 3 game 3 here, which is a ton of fun. I love those rubber matches. Again, have no idea where that term came from. It's just rubber match. Just roll with it.
It's an old term.
It is, but I've done some research, and there is just no actual origin for it. Yeah, it's strange.
You've done tons of research into the term rubber matches?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's a strange word, right? Is it like wrestling? Is it somehow related to baseball or something?
It's like
That's what I always thought it was baseball,
term, isn't it?
I don't know. Sure.
I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna load on into the next game here.
No one knows where the rubber in the sense came from.
The rubber tree?
Ha.
Alright, here we are. In the bottom right-hand side of the map. It's SpeCial.
And at the top left, it is SortOf.
Okay, who's gonna take it, do you think?
I really think that SpeCial just has the upper hand overall and skill level. Obviously, has a better resume than SortOf does throughout the, especially in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But I also thought that Solar would be Mana. So we are, I don't know, crazy stuff can happen. I'd put my money if I had a bet on this, on a SpeCial here. He's just so technically good. His timings are disgusting. His upgrades are fantastic. He can play any style of Starcraft to an extremely good level. He's made it to BlizzCon Final 8s before. I mean, what else do you want from this guy?
I saw Mana sent out a really happy tweet as well. Beat Solar for the first time in my career.
It's true.
Very, very cool.
Crazy.
And let me tell you, it's not just Mana. I'd be happy if I beat Solar too.
for sure. I know I would. That'd be
Doesn't matter
great.
what the game is. Could be some random StarCraft arcade game. Could be a team game.
Could be table tennis.
Could be chess. Doesn't matter. Could be rubber band range shooting contest. Doesn't matter.
Wait, what? What's that?
Something completely random. That's the point. Could be anything.
We could find a game you could beat Solar in if it's totally random.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's go Solar.
Take you down in a water drinking contest.
You know, I'll take my odds in that.
You know,
Except
you can
you're
die
not
from
supposed to
drinking
do
too
that
much
because
water.
someone
too.
died from that.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, water poisoning is a real thing.
Yeah.
Reaper says, "How many things can I kill before the queen shows up?" The answer is 1.
Reaper's
One
trying
thing.
to make the drones drink too much water.
Yes. Here, water's good for you. Wahaha. Meanwhile, NGB block on the 3rd, which annoying, but again, whatever. See, sort of go into more Nidus play. That's what I want from him. Nidus against Karen, we don't see a lot.
I love eBay blocks against Zerg. I don't do it, but whenever I see a pro do it, it's like, ha, your whole life is messed up. Lings will get that.
Yeah, for sure. Watching that production tab, waiting for something amazing to happen, and I don't know, Liberators are okay.
I do like Liberators.
They were really good until Spore root time was decreased.
Yeah, they were really good then.
They were super great. Like, it was so hard for Zerg to deal with.
Well, back when Liberator range rushes were a thing too.
Yeah. And back when there were maps where it was impossible to kill the Liberator as they sieged over your nap, that was bad.
Great times, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
I mean, I feel for map makers. There's so much stuff you have to account for to make sure you didn't make it ridiculously unbalanced, but...
Yeah, if I made a map, it would just be a big square, and I'd say deal with it.
Just nothing. Just giant emptiness everywhere.
Yeah.
Couple mineral patches in random spots. Call it good.
Yep. Because that, well, I mean, I think that random mineral patches would be the icing on top of the cake, because there's a lot of that in maps these days.
True. No gas map. Liberator does end up getting...
Yeah, guys, I couldn't figure out how to add the gas, so no gas.
So, sorry Zerg, you're toast.
Would Zerg be toast? No gas?
Oh yeah, slow lings and queens aren't winning anything.
Yeah, that's true. I mean...
So it's zealots and it's marines with bunkers.
Oh, yeah, the marines with bunkers.
Yeah, that's rough.
I mean, spines, though.
Yeah? Spines are good.
Alright, guys, next free for all, no gas.
Cannon rushing's legit.
Cannon rush. Oh, yeah, that would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
You just have to go pool first every game as the Zerg, I guess.
You'd never get to Ravager to deal with it, yeah.
Man, scary thoughts.
Crazy thoughts. I'm sure that exists. I'm sure there's a mineral-only map somewhere in the
Oh,
arcade.
absolutely. And some person who's playing StarCraft 2 for the first time just somehow ends up on that map. They're just like, huh.
Huh. This is an okay game. It feels like it needs something else, though.
Yeah, it's missing a little bit.
Why can't I build all these buildings? What's going on?
Must be some DLC or something. The Vespine edition, I don't know. Tanks and Hellbats actually kill that base. Special's moving on in. Sort of gonna die.
Liberator getting some kills back at the natural while all this is going on.
Oh, man.
Does he have the banelings? You kind of need the banelings here. He has them. Let's go. Tanks are a problem, though.
Yeah, tanks are a big problem.
Ow.
Sort of straight up not having a good time.
He's done. I'm looking at it. Banelings get target fired by the tanks.
Yeah.
They're all gone.
We've crunched the numbers. The hatch is under fire. A lot of lings come kind of out of nowhere.
Ooh, all right, all right.
He lives.
Okay. Hatchery alive. Some transfuses going down there. 400 HP, not good, but better than 0.
Yeah, he's down on workers. He lost his base. But SpeCial is playing mech, so it's going to take him some time to really power up, I guess, in a sense. Sort of goes for an infestation pit, so makes me wonder, is it going to be the swarm host? A double expand is something that I love to see as well. One of them's a macro hatch, so never mind, but...
Got our Thors running out here. Hellion.
Whoa!
Failing. Couple decent hits there. SCVs can survive one hit.
They can. Is there... nothing... No amount of Baneling upgrades one-shots SCVs, right?
I want to say +3 does. Don't know.
None of the SCVs have upgrades. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and like by that time you have like 20 banelings, so it's a long time into the game.
Thor's coming in. Queens are going to have to try and shoo away those medivacs. Except the lings are not helping defend the queens. And SpeCial is just going to use and abuse these medivacs and Thors. Lings and banelings are not efficient ways to deal with these Thors. Sort of has Swarm Host on the way, but all these Hellbats are morphing, and he's about to lose his hatch.
He is. There's some aggression on the other side with Zerglings, but Hellions are cleaning it up fairly well.
Yeah, and it is not enough damage to really counteract this, and this is why as Zerg, I'm a big fan of double expanding. Sort of threw up a macro hatchery in his main base. If that was like a base on the left instead, he would have a base still.
You're not wrong about that. Swarm host cruising over. No Nidus support at all. Just like straight up walking out.
They're just hoofing
onto the map. God, it's so scary. That's so scary. These guys could get caught and killed fairly easily by these Thors after they've launched.
Anyway, they can just toss out that wave and then run away, I suppose. All the while, Lings are going to be trying to deal with these Hellions. They get decent wraparounds. Banelings roll right on him, handles those. Nicely done. And these Locusts, oh, are they going to get the armories?
They're going to get one of them. So we got one.
There goes the armor upgrade.
Just trying to set the other armory to burning, but it never got there.
Oh my gosh, this is just a straight up huge amount of Swarm Host.
Yeah, Blue Flame Hellions and Hellbats pretty good against Locusts, and again, Swarm Hosts in defensive mode are terrible. Having them back here on defense is bad.
Sort of. Forever on 3 bases.
Both of these Thors have 13 kills each. That's fantastic. Forces a cancel on the hatch. Immediate replant out of SortOf there, though.
Yes.
And, yeah, SpeCial's doing kind of a weird, like, race car mech with Thor support. I guess if they're in medevacs, they're pretty fast.
Because he's so sick of the Swarm Host, I guess.
Yeah, makes sense.
And he's building up more starports. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
And Hyperflight rotors for the Banshees. I'm loving that.
I honestly really dislike Mass Banshee.
Yeah, with speed.
It's just an expensive way to throw away. It's just a great way to throw away money.
Truth.
However, SpeCial in this situation versus the Mass Swarm Host, it's not going to be awful.
Not much anti-air here at all.
Yeah, there will be infestors. Locusts are getting tossed out. Looks like one of the Thors does go down. A bit of a mistake there.
Yeah, a little careless there from SpeCial.
And sort of is essentially maxed out.
What a wonky game this is.
Another wave of Locusts going on in. I don't know if these siege tanks are going to be able to handle this. Corrosive Bile hitting tanks as well, softening them up. Locusts can be finishing them off.
Down. Another tank down.
Not
tank
bad
count
at all.
0.
Is sort of going to be able to take this fungal growth hits. Oh, the Cyclone's going down. There is one Banshee out, but that Banshee has a lot of work to do.
It's 122 to 41 army supply. That's insane.
Yeah.
Here we go. I think this might just...
Wow.
I don't want to call it early, but... Queen kind of dealing with the Banshee. Not really. She's dead.
Yeah, but so is the third base's special. He just doesn't have that much. The Banshees are going to start helping out with this. However, Special has already taken a fair bit of damage. He's really, really been disrupted, and Banelings are rolling towards his natural base, and there is a lot of SCVs there. Oh, no. Oh, the SCVs are clumping up. Oh, gosh. Oh.
24 workers remaining for Special. Its tank count is at 2.
2 tanks.
Banshees are desperately staving off against this horrible, horrible onslaught of Zerg. But I just think they're too much dead right now.
Yeah, Special is on 4 bases, but that is not pretty. These Banshees are going to have to get to work, and I mean, they will. There's not that much to oppose them. Infestors toss down a fungal growth. SortOf should be building a lot of spore crawlers right now, I feel.
He's making infestors?
He hasn't actually started spores yet.
No. Aspire's on the way.
But where's
this, sort of, dude.
Spores?
Dude?
Spores?
What? How? What? I don't...
Okay.
These swarm hosts are getting absolutely removed.
It's still gonna work out alright, though. I mean, good fungal
Queens
goes
are good.
down.
Oh, another fungal, another Banshee down. Okay. It was a little scary for a minute there. Still kind of scary, but not as scary as it was.
And he did get up to third base, or fourth base, pardon me. Now, Special is still giving it the good old college try, down to 31 workers, using mules to regen his economy to whatever extent that he can. It is currently 98 supply to 166. He has,
and as I always say, Terran's not dead until they're dead.
They are not. Particularly when they're on 4th CC. Like 3 CC, there's always a chance, but 4 CC, never GG. These swarm hosts having themselves a real bad time.
How many swarm hosts have died today? The answer is 16.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of gas.
Sort of going to be moving in for an attack, it would appear. Now, Special's got himself a good number of tanks and Hellions to buffer for this, while the Banshee's in the sky. That CC should be getting lifted off. Queens are coming on in. Banshees jettison themselves across the map. Sort of has made a few spores. Yet another dead swarm host.
Indeed, indeed.
It's just a bad day to be a swarm host.
It is. I mean, they're doing some work, which is nice, but they're also dying, so that's not nice. Trade-offs. Yeah, these Hyperflight Rotor Banshees are just having the best time today. One of these has 25 kills. 25.
Wow. That's a lot of damage.
I love that Specials are still making Banshees.
He's just
like
yep.
transitioning. Nope.
This is it. The Banshees get caught a little bit.
Chain Fungal's problematic.
Yeah, as long as he splits the Banshees. Now Special's moving in for an attack. This game is wild.
We've been seeing some insane games today. All right. Blue Flame Hellions trying to engage here. Again, Locust used defensively. Hellbat transformation coming up. Nope, didn't need to. That is well controlled by Special.
Yeah, dealing with that wave.
A couple Hellions at the front so the tanks could fire on the Locust. That was great.
Sort of needs to hit a fungal growth on the Hellions, I feel. He's tossing down Frozen Bomb, knocks out of one of the siege tanks. Meanwhile, there's Corruptors in the air to keep the Banshees at bay. The tanks, though, gonna be getting good shots off on this army. Is there enough, though? It's not looking like it as the tanks get wiped.
Tanks out.
There's the fungal, there's the GG. Sort of stays alive.